Just relax. You're safe. I'm sorry, but I have to leave. Don't follow me to where I'm going. I don't want you to go where I've been or see the things I've seen. I know I've let you down. Maybe we can be together again. But for now, I'm sorry.
Washington Irving wrote, "There is a sacredness in tears. They are not the mark of weakness, but of power. They speak more eloquently than 10,000 tongues. They are the messengers of overwhelming grief. Today our tears are for Emily. We mourn a young life ended far too soon. We mourn the things we never said, could have said, because we never had the chance to say goodbye.
Şu karının sesini biraz kısabilir miyiz ya?
Did she call you?
No. You?
Nothing.
When did you last speak to her?
Kaçın.
I just thought if it ever came to it, she'd say something.
Nasıl etkilediğini karakterin dürüstlük. Tabi yalan konuştuk biraz. Nezaket falan filan.
No. Do you think she blames us?
Belki.
Maybe.
Da süresi çok kısa ya, cevap verme süresi.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
I'm so sorry. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you both for coming today. I'm sure it would have meant so much to Emily.
Biz
She
kimi
meant so
öldürdük?
much to
Öldürdük
us.
mü ya da kim öldürdü?
Yeah. Christina, I was wondering if you could do something for me. Of course. The pendant Emily wore, it was one my mother gave to me. I wanted to be sure it was safe. I can't face going back there. Of course. I was just wondering. I'll get it. I will get it. Don't worry.
Gir lan haydi, neyi bekliyorsun? Kolyeyi buldum, girmişken ne çıkacağız ya? Pakette tabii ki. Oğlum paket ederken çalmayacaksın herhalde. Kesin bir şey yoktur orada. El çıktı oradan. Ona şaşırmadım. Bu ne rahatlık kızım.
Eighteenth of May. Now that the clinic is closing, I'm going to have to see one of the counsellors privately. Her name is Dominique. She sees people at her home in the town. I'm glad to leave. There's something quite dark about this place, and I just feel pity for some
Lan
of the
kız
people.
öleceğini önceden söylemiş.
The school said I can take as
Vicdansızlar.
much time as I need to recover from this, but I don't believe them. I can't afford to lose that job. I'm pretending that I'm better than I am. I just can't shake off that feeling of shadows following me. I feel in danger, as though my life's going to end. I tell people that I'm okay, but when I close my eyes, all I see is black clouds around me.
Ne oldu? Yine ne gördün? Tamam, gir oraya da gir. Nerede bir şey buldun gir. Ha, hayret.
I just feel so empty inside. How much longer will I have to wear this mask? "21st of May. I'm so scared. I found out something about the girl who went missing from the clinic. I don't want to believe it. I can't write it down.
Yaz lan yaz, biriyle mi konuşuyorsun sanki, yaz. Aha, fotoğraf çıktı. Ya, okumaya devam et ya. Fotoğrafta bir şey yok. Bir arkasında bir şey varsa.
26th of May. I told Dominique what I knew. She tried to calm me down. She says it's all in my head, but I know this is real.
Koşuya çık. Tavuğun üstüne koşuya mı çıkılır? Hiç alkole düş.
Don't tell me you're going tomorrow.
I can't stick around here. I need to get back.
Come on, I haven't seen you for ages.
Sen sözlerine mi kalacağım lan ben? İstikrarlı biriyim, ben gideceğim.
Just stay for the weekend. We should sort things out. I just want us to remember Emily together.
Bir şey söyleme.
Emily.
Dinle. Kalkma, halimiz yok. Ya illa kaldıracaklar. Yavaş yavaş. Kalk ya. Kalk bir bak bakayım derdi neymiş. Az önceki hatun kesin ha. Bir de yani sen bu ışıkta mı uyuyorsun, anlamadım. Önce bir ışığı aç ya. Önce bir karanlıklar aydınlığa bir çıksın bakayım.
Hello?
Ah, siktir. Kaç kaç içeri gir diyeceğim de içeri de girer ki bu. Ya kıpırdama, kapıyı kapatsak içeri de girer. Ha, bak kapıyı gelmiş kapattı. Cevap ver ya. Böyle ses olur, gider geri gider. Az önce omzumuz kapalıydı bizim.
Christina?
Emily!
I'm sorry.
Emily!
What happened?
Emily!
Is it true? It's dead.
Hello?
Hop, şebeke de gitti. Çok güzel. Geceyi nasıl atlattık ya? Ya da gece değil miydi acaba?
Oh, you're not who I was expecting.
Christina?
Of course. Why don't you come in?
Bu ne biçim tarz Allah aşkına ya.
Why don't we start with why you're here?
Yardım almak için Emily'nin ölümü.
I'm sorry, Dominique. I'm not here to be a patient. I just wanted to ask you a few questions.
I call the people who come to see me, Christina, clients. Patients. Sounds as if you're not getting out of here.
Ya yardıma ihtiyacım yok kızım. Caz yapma ya. Niyetimiz belli.
I just don't need any help like that.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
My friend Emily died recently.
Yes, I heard about that. I'm sorry you've had to have that experience. Must be very troubling for you.
Senden bahsetti kızım. Lafı uzatma.
She mentioned you in a journal that she kept.
I'm sure she did. I encouraged her to keep a diary of her treatment.
Bak bak laf ebeliğine bak.
I was just wondering if you had some insight into why she would take her own life.
I'm sorry, but most of what was discussed is covered by a confidentiality agreement with my clients.
Ablacığım
I really
kız
can't help
öldü
you with
öldü.
that.
Kimden neyi saklayacaklar?
Maybe it would be better if we talk about your feelings about this. You could tell me what's troubling you?
Yok. Hiçbir şey anlatmayacağım da sana.
Not like this.
Yok
It would
desene
be
ya.
more helpful if you could be in a more relaxed state of mind.
What?
Close your eyes
Yine
and listen carefully.
açık tut ya.
To
Bu
my
kadar çok
voice.
üzüldüm.
Oh, come on, Christina. You need to trust me.
Kapatma lan. Lan kapatma ya. Yine oyun bizi dediğine götürüyor ama.
I want you to go to your deeper place. Way down inside of you. Think of your calm, safe place. Go there
Hiçbir yer güvenli
in
değil.
your mind. Now. Oh, come on, Christina. You need to trust me more.
Ya illa beni mağaraya gidek ya. En azından kapalı. Bu ne şimdi? Zihnin derinliklerine gitti de biz zihnin derinliklerine mi indik? Bu kadar mıydı? Nereden ne çıkacak acaba? Sola git ya. Acaba duvarlara bakmak yerine bunlara mı baksam? Bu sefer sağ diyeceğim. Hiçbir yere gidemedik. Ha dedik işte güvenli değil. Kaç kaç.
That's good, Christina. The higher you go up the steps, the deeper you go into yourself. What has scared you recently?
Bir şey söyleme ya. Her şey merak yok.
You need to trust me. What has scared you recently?
I saw a ghost.
Ya sen de...
Do you believe in ghosts?
Hayır inanmam.
No.
Ama gördüm yapacak bir şey yok.
It's all right not to be sure. They are, after all, just a figment of our imaginations. representations of our anxieties.
Ya söyleme diyorsun da yine söylüyorsun, hadi bakalım.
Our minds see what they want us to see. Do you believe in the afterlife?
İnanırım tabii lan.
Yes.
Do you believe in carrying on when everything else looks hopeless?
Yok. İnanmam.
No.
Tell me about your relationship with your parents.
Öldüler.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to get that. It's a prearranged call from one of my clients.
Please, wait here. I shouldn't be long.
Ya sence bekler miyim ben? Sence bekler miyim? Kaç git la, kaç git ya.
Je suis patiente avec vous et vous allez faire de vous-même aussi. Et la prochaine fois quand vous viendrez, voilà, nous allons vraiment
Giriş
travailler.
oyuna bak.
Ça ira beaucoup mieux et vous verrez. Non, non, non, surtout ne faites pas ça. Ce sont que des failles. Non. Voilà. Et la dernière fois que vous êtes venu, vous avez bien vu, il faut rester calme. Et vous verrez la prochaine fois, nous en reparlerons. Voilà. Et vous verrez, ça sera beaucoup mieux pour vous. Hein. Ah non, surtout pas, ne faites pas ça. Voilà. Et je vous verrai, oui. Peut-être plus tard, après, oui.
Çek çek yukarı çek.
Patience. Beaucoup de patience.
Christina. Over here.
Koş koş koş, peşinden koş. Bok var, koş.
Come on. Over here.
Git la git, peşinden git.
Over here, Christina.
Tamam canım benim, anladık.
In here.
Ha, gördük lan yüzünü.
Come over here.
Git git. Git, içinde kalmasın, git. Şak diye suratıma bir açılması yok mu?
In here.
Beni ya. Lan 2 GB'lık şey mi kaldı lan? Hayır, onda bir şey. Yüz altın kartı mı kaldı diyeceğim de onlar kamera için doğru. Desene git. Madem hayalet yok, onlar ne?
I'm sorry, I was just trying to find a bathroom.
Of course. I should have shown you where it was.
Bu karı çok üzüyor karı.
What was I thinking?
Thank you. Thank you for your help.
Not at all. You're an interesting girl, Christina. I hope you find the answers you're looking for. Do speak to Reverend Peter at the church. I'm sure he can help you with this.
Çok güzel. Tam işimize yarayan kısım. Vay şerefsiz. Şantaj mı yapacaktın lan sen?
I understand that, of course. But can you explain to me why you think a dead person is talking to you?
It doesn't talk to me. She puts thoughts in my mind.
How is this affecting you?
I feel her here every day, especially at night. As though I'm always being watched. What she used to say was comforting. But now it's things that frighten me.
I'm concerned that this imaginary friend is affecting your emotions so much.
Imaginary. She is as real as you are.
Please, keep talking to me, Emily. It's important you explain this.
I can't.
Why not?
Because he's right there. Standing behind you.
Emily'nin gördüğünü biz de görüyoruz. Bizim de ölümümüz yakındır o zaman.
Hello and welcome.
Reverend Peter.
Peter, please. It's Christina, isn't it? How can I be of help?
There are a few things I wanted to ask you.
Well, after a bereavement, people often want answers.
It's about Emily. I just wanted to better understand what happened.
Friends and family have all sorts of feelings after an event like this. Guilt is very common.
Emily talked about seeing ghosts here in the village. And it's something that I've experienced as well.
It's very common after a death like this to have such experiences. Even for those that don't believe in the paranormal.
Son bir kez daha inandırmaya çalışacağım sana. Son hakkım bak. İnan da inandım.
I thought that too, but this is something different.
Maybe it has something to do with the story of Agnes.
Agnes.
It's a local legend. It dates back to the 18th century. She was a maid who worked in the Lord's estate. Her parents brought her over from Sweden when they came to work here. The story goes that she had an affair with the Lord. When she fell pregnant, he was horrified that she wanted to legitimize the relationship. It was all very different back then, of course.
So what did she do?
Well, when she refused to back down, he threw her out. It was very cruel. Her parents weren't around for her, and as a single pregnant woman back then, your choices were very limited. Out of options and without any hope, she threw herself into the lake on the Lord's estate, drowned herself and the unborn child.
And that's where the ghost stories come from.
Thanks, Anne. Bye. Not exactly. It's said that she cursed the area with her death, and that her spirit returns to taunt young women into taking their own lives. It's all nonsense, of course.
But there are more suicides here than normal.
Some areas are more prone to this than others.
Siktir git,
Sad fact is,
böylelerine
suicide hotspots occur
ilgisi
more
var
often
ya.
than you'd think. And having a local legend like this only adds to the problem and plays into people's neuroses. Doesn't help that Alexander keeps talking about it. He's the Lord's descendant.
He lives here in the village.
Yes. The estate's had the same family and for hundreds of years. I wouldn't recommend talking to him about this. It's not the kind of thing you want to hear when you've just lost a friend in the way that you have. It can be a little bit grumpy too.
Bir golfümüz yok mu be?
Hello, Alexander?
Yes, what do you want?
I believe I met a colleague of yours today, Dominique. She mentioned to me that you worked at the clinic. I was hoping I could ask you some questions.
Very well. Come in.
Thank you. This is my friend Emily. She passed away recently.
Yes. I was at the clinic when your friend was there, but purely in an advisory capacity. I couldn't comment on her treatment.
Neden kapandı?
Why did the clinic close?
No. Series of patient disappearances. Suicides. Over the years, it led to its closure.
Better'in dedikleri.
I spoke to the vicar, and he told me the story of Agnes.
That man's a fool. He believes in God, but doubts the existence of evil. Ridiculous.
So you believe there's some truth in this curse?
Oh, yes. This house has been under dark clouds for hundreds of years. Ever since my ancestor foolishly impregnated that stupid maid.
Onu gördünüz mü şimdi? Tekini çiftini siktir et.
Have you seen her?
Of course. She haunted this house for years, burning the life out of anybody who lived under its roof. Yeah. The good Reverend hasn't told you the full story, has he?
Oh, ona çekiyor, ona çok güzel.
My ancestor was an arrogant man.
Atam dediğin lord. Ona sen ben.
He was also stupid. A man in his position should never have gone near one of his domestic staff. I mean, a maid, for goodness sake. I suppose her being Swedish must have added an air of exoticism.
Gözlere bak ya. Hazır. Oh yapış yapış. Çok güzel. Kız çok güzelmiş lan.
Of course, the inevitable happened. Usually these things are handled discreetly, but for some reason she thought he would acknowledge her as the father of her child. A preposterous idea back then. She had to leave, of course.
Git haydi git. Sen kimseye muhtaç değilsin, git. Çocuğu koyarken iyiydi.
Okej! Jag går! Men jag hatar dig för att du gör det här mot mig! Förbanna dig och ditt hus!
Oğlum bu kız
The other
bırakılır mı lan?
staff turned their backs on her. Nobody in the village would help. Quite alone, with no family to turn to, she was left with almost no choice.
Atla lan denize.
They say that a soul that dies in a state of rage leaves a curse. Well, Agnes cursed us all that day.
So people believe these deaths were because of her.
Records in this house were very carefully kept,
Ne kadar da siz?
particularly so on an estate so heavily reliant on agriculture. The phases of the moon were noted. Agnes's death was remarked on at the time because of the blood moon that appeared in the sky on the night of her death.
A lunar eclipse.
Indeed. 2 years on, and Agnes was barely remembered until the next blood moon appeared in the sky.
Böyle. Ne olmuş? Nasıl hatırlamışlar? Agnes ablamızı.
That night, a maid in the house swore she'd seen Agnes on the stairs, whispering to her. The days went on, and she became more and more hysterical, claiming she heard Agnes speaking to her wherever she went. The next morning, the estate steward found the maid hanging from a tree.
Öyle destek
After
verecektik oğlum.
that, we grew to fear the appearance of a blood moon.
Even now.
Let me show you something.
Göster lan.
Out there used to be the outbuildings that the servants lived in.
What happened?
I had it burned to the ground. When one of the servants started complaining about a woman who'd be seen in the building at night, I'd finally had enough.
Yaktırdın. Kesin yaktırdın.
So you set it on fire.
Fire was the only way to drive her out. The vicar's predecessor was very helpful in this matter. He was a far more enlightened man.
Did she ever come back?
I had the grounds of the house lined with salt. She never returned.
But has she been seen in the village?
Oh, yes. By the lake where she died. I really don't recommend you go there.
Emily de ya. Biz bu işi çözeriz burada.
I just want to know if she had anything to do with what happened to my friend.
Look, I hope you find your answers. But if I were you, I'd leave this accursed place.
Excuse me, do you know where the old clinic is?
Yok.
You mean the asylum?
Yeah, it used to be mental health.
Yeah, that's it. The old mental place. They turn it into houses now. Follow the road up half a mile and turn right.
Thanks.
Yeah. You watch yourself up there. Pretty girl like you. All sorts of weirdos hanging about that place.
Yeah, thank you.
The mental people go about there sometimes. Watch your step. Not that I'm prejudiced or anything.
Gel de sen. Yeri tarif et uza. Değişik.
Hello? Anybody here?
Sola git sol. Sol iyidir. Sağlam bu sefer. Balkon buraya kadar gelmiş. Bacım korkacaktın. Bu kadar tantanayı niye yaptın? Aha. Ha geldi bizim hayalet. Kaç kaç. Gerizekalı. Öne çıkacak şimdi. Nereye kaçıyorsun acaba? Var değil mi kesin? Oğlum gösterin, ben de gerildim ha. He lan, hakikaten de o. Bizim papaz. Papaz tabi yavrum. Papaz olduğu için var diyemedi. Bak tabi ya. Papazın yanına çıksan da şunu bir göster. Bir keşke papazı da gösterse kendini ya. Koş Kristina koş. Hadi bir karar hakkı ver bana. Öne çıkacak kızım, nereye gidiyorsun? Yapma, bu müziği verme, bu müziği verme. Koş koş koş koş koş.
Oi! What's your game? You shouldn't be here. This is a close site.
Bir şey söyleme ya, bir de bunu ikna edeceğiz.
What did you think you were doing, wandering about like that?
My friend was a patient here. I just wanted to see it for myself.
I don't think so. Well, this place has been closed more than 20 years.
No, she was here 2 years ago.
This place was closed up after the fire broke out on the ward. They moved all the mental stuff to some other place.
Neyse. Şimdi dur, daha devamına gitme. Bunu burada bitireyim. Devamına yarın devam ederim ya da sonraki gün. Karnını yüzüne dondurayım tam.